Step 5. Installing WordPress. Now that we've created our database, set up our subdomain, and uploaded our files, it's time to connect the files to the database and get things rolling. Go to your website address, which is your subdomain, subdomain.yourdomain.com. For our example, we use Dragonfly Win as our subdomain, so our address is dragonflywin.dragonflydesign.eu. Once loaded, click the Create a Configuration File button. On the next page, click Let's Go. The next page will ask you for your database and user information. Enter in the name of the database you created into the database field. Remember to put in the full name, cPanel username _ database name. Enter in the database username you created and gave permission to. Make sure to enter in the full cPanel username _ username. Enter in the database user password you created into the password field. You can leave the database host and table of prefix as they are. A quick note about database host. The majority of the time, this will be localhost. Unless you get an error on this field, it's pretty safe to stay with localhost. If this doesn't work, contact your hosting provider. For table prefix, this will also always stay the same unless you're installing multiple WordPress sites using one database. On most hosting accounts, especially shared ones, you have unlimited databases, so you really don't have to worry about this. Once you've entered in all your information, click the Submit button. WordPress should show you then a confirmation screen that says WordPress can communicate with your database. On this page, click the Run the Install button. Now we're going to set up the settings for our site. The first step is to create a username for the admin account. This is the administrator username you'll use to log in and make changes to your website. During this step, you should always leave this as admin. You can create additional vanity usernames to log in with later and manage content. So for example, if you want to add blogs and post under the name Jack, you can create this admin user later. But when setting up your site initially, it's usually best to leave this as the default admin. We'll show you how to add and create new users later in the guide. First, enter in the title of your site into the site title field. Then enter in the username of the administration account you want to use to manage WordPress. Enter in the password you'd like to use with this admin account into both password fields. Enter in the email address you'd like to associate with the site. WordPress will use this email to notify you of events. Under Privacy, while building or creating a site, you should leave this box unchecked. We'll show you how to change this later in the settings part of this tutorial. You should only check this box when you're ready to go live with your website, as this allows search engines to crawl and display your page in search results. You only want to do that when you're ready for your site to be seen. Since I don't want anyone stumbling across my tutorial websites, I'm going to keep it deselected. Once you've entered in all your information, click the Install WordPress button. Once you've clicked the Install button, if all went well, you should see a confirmation screen saying the installation was successful. Click Login to enter your website for the first time. You'll be asked for the username and password you just entered. Enter in your information and click Login. Once you log in, you'll be brought to your new website dashboard. This is the back end where you'll administer your website and manage its content. To view the front end of your site, in the top left of the screen, you'll see the site title. Hover over it and click Visit Site to see your new website live. To get back to your dashboard, hover over the site title in the black bar at the top page again and click Dashboard. Don't worry, only you can see this black bar. You're logged in as an administrator of the website, so you'll always see this administration bar on the front end and back end. You'll also see edit links on all pages and posts, so you can edit your page content directly from the front end. Normal users who visit your site won't see this bar. Congratulations, you've already built your first website. Now that you have it, you're going to wonder what to do with it. Go to the next lesson to get an overview of the WordPress dashboard options and how to manage your website. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial as much as I did, and as always, if you have any feedback, comments, suggestions, or complaints, as well as ideas on how we can improve these tutorials, please submit a support ticket and let us know.